Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Mitzion, and today we're doing Masechah Shabbos Perach Avdalad Mishnah is Beis and Gimel. Tomorrow will be the last day of Masechah Shabbos. Mishnah Beis and Gimel talk about really two different malachas over here. Mishnah Beis talks about the malacha of Tchina, Meraskin, to crush up animal fodder. Mishnah Gimel talks about Lisha, of mixing together, animal fodder so it's more easily edible. So basically, it comes down to making food edible for your animals and doing malacha. So the Mishnah in Gimel at the end says if it's for bees or for birds that don't belong to you, so you're not allowed to do any malacha, any tircha, even a little bit of lisha, because it's a commercial thing. Doing it for like the same thing, um, taking food and stuffing it down the throat of camels or your calves, even though they belong to it. It's a commercial type of feeding, which they do in the zoo. Or they do in a public, a farm that's owned by a lot of people, commercial farm. That's a malacha you can't do, right? Sticking food down the animal's throat and mixing, and crushing it basically. That's what it's tochen over there. You're crushing up the food. It can't regurgitate it. Or you're mixing with water. You're not allowed to do, even though the tircha is a little bit of tircha, but it's not. If it's a commercial process, it's usher. So they don't belong to you. The bees don't belong to you, or the birds don't belong to you. It's commercial. And if you do it in a commercial way, where you stick it down their throats, they can't regurgitate it. That's also commercial. And in Mishnah Bay is also, you can't crush up, which is a malacha of tochen, right? If it's edible without crushing up, even if it's edible, it's machlokes or Yehuda and the Rabbanan. We possibly like the Rabbanan, not like Rabbi Yehuda. Even if they could eat it, it's edible a little bit, even though it's not so edible, meaning it's not the normal way of eating it. If it's edible a little bit, you're not allowed to do it because then it's sort of like a commercial thing. It's a business-like activity. And similarly, if food is edible, right, you can fix it. You can scatter the straw or the branches so they can eat it. But for tainuk, like the Rav says, you want to make it, very nice for the animals. That's like a zoo already. That's like a commercial process where you're treating the animals like kings. So that's already too much. And again, you're doing the malacha I believe you're doing the malacha of tochen or lash, but tochen or lash are not always usher, right? We always think that when we learn a Hilchos Shabbos, any form you do, even a little, you take a banana, you crush it up for a baby, like that's a problem. Like it's not a problem because, or you crush up potatoes, take a potato and crush it up, because it's for personal benefit for your child, right? It's not done in a professional way. It's not done in a business like way, a commercial way. It's okay, those things. Lisha is okay, right? And to mix Cheerios with milk, for those people who consider that lisha, you want to eat Cheerios for Shalosh Shodas, that's okay. You want to do, non-commercial type of things. When you use fancy kalim, right, sieve and things like that, so then it's a problem. Or you want to use a professional crusher or something like that, or one of those food processors, or you want to use a blender or something like that. That's a problem because it's a commercial. It depends how good it is. If it's a cheap one, then it's okay. If it's a professional one, it's not okay. That's what it'll come down. So you're allowed to do these things, tochen and lisha, as long as it's not done in a commercial way. It's done in a private, personal way, because that's part of resting. Part of resting is having the food you need for personal enjoyment. Doing stuff like that is business-like or might lead to business-like activities is prohibited on Shabbos. But you have to rest on Shabbos. Simple as that. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.